Hello. I wish you doing well. Color psychology and chromatic symbolism in art and anthropology. And chromatic symbolism refers to the use of colors as a symbol in all cultures. Color psychology refers to the effect of color on human feelings and behavior, as distinct from light indication. Chromatic symbolism and chromatic psychology are culturally based on links that vary with time, place, and culture. Indeed, one color may have very different symbols and psychological effects in the same location. Chromatic symbolism is an ongoing field of study that relies on a large body of anecdotal evidence, but is not supported by data from proven scientific studies. Color psychology or color psychology is the study of hue as a course for human behavior is the study of shapes to determine human behavior. Where color affects unclear perceptions such as the taste of food. Colors can also enhance the effectiveness of placebo. For example, red or orange pills are usually used in stimulant medications. It can affect a person, but the effect of colors varies from person to person. Many factors such as gender, age, and culture affect how well a person perceives colors. For example, heterosexual men consider wearing red clothes to enhance female attractiveness, while heterosexual females deny the effect of colors on men. Color psychology applications are widely used in marketing and branding. Many marketers see color as an important part of a successful marketing process, because color has the ability to influence consumer sentiments and perceptions of commodities. It changed its ability to spread branding logos. Studies say that logos that match the color of their logo match the color of the brand logo attracts more customers. For example, pink is used mostly in Victoria's Secret brands and products. Studies also show the role of the colors of display windows in stores and malls to attract buyers, as they showed that warm colors tend to attract spontaneous buyers, while cold colors are most appropriate. Most of the perceptions are often associated with colors such as palatability of food, for example, where the color of the food not only plays in the sense of taste, but the surrounding environment in the range of vision. So restaurants make the colors of the walls either warm to the eye or have a romantic character. Shops have also benefited from the effects of colors as they usually sell bread in decorated or colored packages in golden or brown tones to promote the idea of home-baked freshness and oven freshness. Color psychology applications are used in medicine and the placebo industry as well. Light colors are often used in stimulants and cold colors in inhibitors. Some have rejected these theories as they see this relationship as a result of patient expectations and not a direct effect of the color itself. In 2000, the city of Glasgow installed blue lighting lamps on lighting poles in specific neighborhoods in a study on the effect of colors on the rate of violence, and noted that these streets had lower rates of violence than usual. In October 2009, in Japan, the Railways Authority installed blue lighting on its stations in an attempt to reduce the number of suicide attempts. The effectiveness of that decision has been questioned. How people are affected by color varies from person to person and from one color to another. Blue is the best choice for about 35% of Americans, followed by green at 16%, purple at 10%, and red 9%. The reason that Americans prefer blue and green colors may be because they are accustomed to seeing it in the ancestral environment, as explained in the article on the development of cosmetic matter. Some studies try to prove the health or error of the influence of the ambient temperature on the preferred color. People who tend to cool prefer warm colors like red and yellow, while people who prefer heat tend to cool colors like blue and green. Other research has concluded that women and men prefer both warm and cold colors, while other research has concluded that cultural background has a strong influence on color preference. People who live in the same area often have the same color preferences, and that the residents of each region have different colors than the rest of the regions regardless of race. The color preference differs according to the age group. While children tend to have comfortable and pleasant colors, the color preference for adults does not depend on any logic. Other research has shown how colors affect mood, although it is not confirmed that specific moods are associated with specific colors. American psychologist Andrew J. Elliott studied whether a person's clothes could make him look more sexually attractive, and found that men prefer women who wear red to women who wear any other color. On the other hand, there is no evidence that women have what men do. In other studies, a preference for red men has appeared. Studies have also been conducted to confirm the extent of color being related to a specific mood in different cultures. For example, a study of participants from Germany, Mexico, Poland, Russia and the United States showed the majority of participants tended to consider red and black to be associated with anger. Only the Poles associated pink with anger and jealousy, while only Germans linked yellow with jealousy. Although different cultures differ in determining the meanings of colors, one of the cultures showed that many cultures agree on emotional states related to colors. Red is usually considered strong and active. Light and color can affect how people perceive the environment around them. Different lights affect how people see the colors of the walls and surrounding things. Colors are seen when they are seen under different lighting sources. Colors of things when seen under the sun do not look the same as when they are seen under the light from a bright lamp, such as tungsten lamps that make light colors more orange or brown while dark colors appear darker. Lighting engineers, or even those with enough experience, can use light and shadow to create different shapes for the same thing. Colors to raise the question of whether the object is stationary or mobile. Standard light sources help create the best impression of a three-dimensional shape. Lighting engineers, or even those with enough experience, can use light and shade to create different shapes for the same thing. Colors to raise the question of whether the object is stationary or mobile. Standard light sources help create the best impression of a three-dimensional shape. Carl Jung is one of the most famous researchers in the field of color psychology, interested in the properties of colors, their meanings and the possibilities of art as a psychotherapy tool. His essays on color symbolism cover a wide range of topics. From the mandala to the work of Picasso to the almost universal supremacy of colored gold that he sees as Charles Riley described it as the height of spirituality and intuition. His research was also interested in studying the use of colors and their effect on cultures across different time periods, how to check patients' drawings of psychologists, and he tried to develop a language or code whose symbols are colors. A color revolution is a term given to actions of movements, civil disobedience, riots or demanding movements in some countries, especially those opposing the West, such as the former communist countries in Central and Eastern Europe and Central Asia, Lebanon and Iran at the beginning of the 21st century. Participants in these revolts used peaceful resistance, protests, and demonstrations with the use of a specific colored scarf or flower as a symbol, including the Rose Revolution or the Flower Revolution or the Pink Revolution in Georgia and the Orange Revolution, or the Orange Revolution in Ukraine, and the Tulip Revolution, or the Iris Revolution or the Tulip Revolution, or the Daisy Revolution or the Flower Revolution in Kyrgyzstan and the Cedar Revolution in Lebanon. Some called the Blue Revolution the demand in 2005 for the participation of women in political life in Kuwait. The Saffron Revolution was called the opposition movement in Burma or Myanmar in 2007. The Tibetan riots in 2008 were called the Crimson Revolution. Color implications in psychology. Several efforts have been made to study the effect of colors on human psychology, and here comes a mention of the effect of some of the colors studied on people. Red is one of the oldest colors known to man in nature, and red expresses warmth, love, and strong sensations, as it is a hot color derived from the sun's heat and glare, and it may sometimes be linked to tragedy, strength, violence, and excitement, as it is a clear color that is very striking and attracts everyone's attention. In general, red is considered to be the longest wave of light in the spectrum, so it is considered one of the main strong colors. Blue is considered one of the most popular and widespread colors in the world, as it reflects stability, safety, and confidence, and it may sometimes indicate feelings of frigidity, isolation, and sadness, and there are those who use this color in offices and institutions to increase the productivity of employee production as used by marketing services offices in its different advertisements. Blue is considered a calming color that beats the heartbeats and lowers body temperature, gives a sense of spaciousness and the ability to communicate with others, and its role as a sedative for the work of the brain and mind appears. Yellow. This color expresses optimism, joy, creativity, and warmth, and may be expressed in sometimes about frustration, anger, and anxiety, and sometimes it is tired to look, and it is considered one of the strongest psychological colors, and its effects and psychological implications appear differently on people, with different cultures and personal experiences for each individual. The yellow color of some may be a color that boosts morale, cheerfulness, radiance, and may be annoying to others, especially in its saturated and strong degrees, as it causes a feeling of high energy and excitement. It may also cause a yellow color in a person a state of anger, and appears in the vital processes and stimulating metabolism. Yellow rooms may cause individuals to lose nerves, anger, and frustration, and may cause infants to cry. Green generally refers to balance, freshness, compatibility, reassurance and harmony with the outside world. It is also the color of nature and symbolizes fertility and growth. It may sometimes indicate jealousy. It stimulates a sense of balance, comfort, removes anxiety and tension, and some see it as an elegant royal color, and stimulates a feeling of positive meanings and optimism. Dividing the subcolors, the most important of these subcolors are the following. Violet, it is a mixture of red and blue, and this color was in the past indicating wealth, and it is a royal color that royal families used a lot, due to its scarcity in nature, which raised the value of the materials used in extracting it and making its dyes, while its significance expresses wisdom, spirituality, and mystery, and is also the strongest in the length of the electromagnetic wave. Orange, as it is a mixture of red and yellow, it is stimulating and remarkable, and in general it expresses enthusiasm, warmth, and vitality. White. White expresses cleanliness and purity, as it indicates serenity, calmness, hope, and simplicity. Black, this color symbolizes misfortune, misery, and sadness, as it is a negative color that indicates annihilation. Black, this color symbolizes bad luck, unhappiness, and sadness, as it is a negative color that indicates annihilation. Brown, it is a traditional and neutral color, indicating flexibility, security, and a sense of strength, but sometimes it may stimulate feelings of loneliness and sadness. We done now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye my friends.